All right. Hello, Alexander,
Hey,
Jessica.
brother, how are you, man?
Good. My name is Philippe from Taji Mag. You guys have been wonderful in this series, Earth Abides,
Thank
by
you,
the way.
man. Thank
So
you,
So I
good.
dude.
wanted, yeah, I wanted to start off with a quick question. What do you think makes this show different from other post-apocalyptic shows?
The hope, the love. There's no monsters, there's no zombies, there's no, alien threat. It literally is people and the things that we have inside of us and what we choose to do with those things. That's for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen when you hear post-apocalyptic show, you hear zombies and monsters and all of that. And for me, I've never seen a show where human beings are forced to live as a primitive species
Mm.
um, after living as a first world country, and they have to fight to survive and fight for their humanity, and deal with the trials and tribulations with that come with starting anew.
Mm.
You know, whether it be disease, or giving birth to your first child with no doctors around, or fighting the animals who have come to reclaim what was rightfully theirs. These are the kind of things that we deal with in the show, and I think that's what makes it special.
Mhm. And what is it about your characters that make them drawn to each other? Because we see Ish, he encounters a woman who's willing to spend time with them, but he's just not interested. So what is it about your two characters that make them connect?
I think in any other world they might not have, and that's what makes that so special. It's that under these specific circumstances, um, they have found one another, and through that, they fall in love with each other because of who they are,
Mm.
and their heart. I
Mhm.
think that underneath everything, it's their values that align them, um,
1000%.
and their purpose.
Hmm. Absolutely. I think, Emma knows that they're chosen. I think it takes her a minute to figure that out, but by the time we meet her, I think she understands that there's a purpose, there's a reason why she's alive. She thinks she's the only person, so it's a matter of figuring out what that is. And then when she meets Ish, I think she finds new purpose. She learns new things about life and herself, and the journey that they go on together is something that I think is absolutely something that the world could learn from when you open yourself up to someone and release all the things that you deem important and just put that person first, putting love first, putting hope first is just amazing.
And Alexander, I wanted to ask you a question about your character. So your character is going to be a father, and you are a father. I want you to talk to Ish and give him some advice on how he could prepare to being a parent.
Wow, that's a really good question. There's a quote that says, while you are trying to teach your kids about life, they are teaching you what life is about.
Mm.
Um, my brother-in-law's sister is a therapist for ultra high net worth families.
Mm.
And one of the things you hear all the time is, I worked so hard for this family. Why don't they respect me? Why don't they love me? Like I have given them everything. They never asked for that. The only thing that they ask for is you. Um, so be there. And I think for me, um, my career is so important and my life is so important and providing for my family is so important. But nothing is more important than just being present.
Mm.
Um, and one day, you'll never know when, but one day will be the last day you get to pick your kids up.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. And Jessica, I wanted you to tap in and talk to Emma and let her explain to her what it means to keep her hope and to keep her faith in humanity, even though there's lack thereof. What advice would you give to her?
It's interesting that you ask me to speak to Emma and give her advice, but it's actually for me, I'm going to turn the tables. Emma gave me so much. She taught me so much. Her ability to just go heart first, not brain first. She is heart first. She is, full of hope. She sees people for good first. She removes her armor in order for someone to see her. She has no problem with people seeing her to her core because she loves every single thing about herself. She's a survivor, and she knows that as she walks, all those people that she's lost walk with her. And that's something that I think we share in common. But if there was anything I could say to her at the beginning of her journey, before she meets Ish, is you go, you're doing it. You are a survivor, and I'm proud of you.
And the last question I wanted to be kind of fun. So if you could pick any movie character to be with you, just you and this character, who would it be in this world?
Emma, Emma for sure, for sure. And you don't have to say. I think you might say Emma too.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
No ish, no ish.
I just think
What?
Emma is more suited to survive in this world, and she looks at life because Ish learns so much through Emma, right? But Emma seems to have a really good outlook on life.
Mhm. It's interesting. Like, I actually will, yes, say Emma, but I'll also say Joey.
Mm.
There's something so beautifully innocent. And at the beginning of all the journeys that you have in front, he just has this breath of life in him that I think we all look to, especially Ish, as some sort of like possible future. And I hate to be the person who feel like the children are the future, but they are. And especially in this story, they are. So I think if I got to pick somebody, I'd pick Joey.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys, for this interview. Alexander, you were very convincing when you were slaughtering that cow. Don't know if you have the experience, but
Oh,
it was very convincing.
brother. Yeah, it was disgusting, even if it was fake.
All right, guys. Well, thank you and good show.
Thank
Thanks,
Appreciate
you
it.
so
brother.
very
Appreciate you,
much.
man.